Today I'm going to show you two different methods on how to clean a Nespresso coffee machine. We're going to do two different methods today. We're going to use just regular white vinegar, and then there's also this Nespresso pod cleaning kit that you can get on Amazon. I'll link it in the caption below. It works really, really fast if you have a badly clogged machine. Okay, so this one has a descaler in it, but it also has these cool little pods that you pop in that are good at cleaning the inside of your machine that can easily get clogged here. So this is why I really like using these, but again, you can use vinegar. We'll show you both ways. So this machine I'm gonna use, the white machine I'm gonna use the vinegar method on, and it's pretty dirty and gross on the inside of it, but I want to show you folks the difference between using that cleaning pod and the vinegar. We're gonna compare them at the end and see what looks better. But inside of this one is really like built up and cruddy, and it gets built up with not just like hard water, it also gets built up with oils and dirt and grime, because that coffee is actually pretty oily. But if you look in here, this is rock hard built on there. So anyways, I'm gonna fill this 50-50 water and vinegar. Get a bowl. We're just using a clear bowl so we can see with the dirty water that comes out of it. Remove this guy because it always gets pretty gunky. And clean it and we want to clean this thing too. 50-50 water and vinegar in the water reservoir. So now we're gonna shut it, put it into lock, and then in order to run a whole entire like cleaning cycle, you have to hit the button 3 times really quick and then let it run. And it takes about 5 minutes to run the whole entire cycle, 3 full cycles through. Here we go, and it starts flashing kind of orange on the top of it. That's how you know it's working the cleaning cycle. The machine has stopped, so we've ran about half of the tank from the back, as you can see here. And we're gonna have to just pop open the top of it to reset it to do it again, because we wanna run all of that vinegar and water solution through it. So 1, 2, 3. So we ran the full entire tank with the half vinegar, half water through it. This is what the water looks like. And now what we're gonna do is fill the tank back up with some water and run it through again, just so that you don't have like a vinegary, sour tasting coffee, just to flush it all out through the lines. So this is just the water run through. Now that we've ran the rinse cycle through everything, we're gonna dismantle, wipe everything down, and then it should be good to go. We ran the vinegar through this little tiny screen, which is where the water enters the machine, but the vinegar is gonna help soften any hard water that might be built up in there. So give it a little scrub with a brush just to get in. If you look in here, you can see like a little tiny screen. Okay, now we're going to wipe the inside because it's got all this built up gunk and everything just from the coffee splashback. I have just a little bit of soap on my cloth, like dish soap. And we're gonna have to wipe it off afterwards to rinse so that your coffee doesn't taste soapy. And then I have a fresh cloth here where I'm just wiping with warm water to get any soap residue off. And then the top here looks really clean. There's like nothing. That vinegar did a pretty good job, I think, of getting that's sharp, so be careful you don't poke yourself. But yeah, wipe off any gunk you might see. So now we're gonna move on to the cleaning pod kit. It comes with a descaling solution. We're gonna do the pod first. So you just pop it in like you're making a cup of coffee and then run the machine. Here is the water from just the cleaning pod. Now we have to run the descaler, but like, look how gross that is. That's just from the pod. Like, so it's not even the inside of the machine or the heating element or anything. So I'm excited to see how dirty the next round is with the descaler. Now let's just see. Ooh, that really came off. But that really loosened all of that gross gunk. So much better. This machine wasn't even working that good. So, because sometimes if this part is clogged, the machine really doesn't want to work for you. Now to descale the machine. So they've actually done the thinking for you and actually like measured it out. Now we're going to shut the machine and push the button 1, 2, 3 times really fast to run the whole entire cleaning cycle. Here is the water from the descaler, so it's not as dirty with as the water with the pod, but we've definitely cleaned the whole entire system now. We're gonna run a rinse cycle to get rid of any leftover gunk. Now we're just gonna take everything apart and give it a scrub in the sink, and then we'll put it all back together and wipe out the inside of it. Now I just want to wipe the inside and get any gunk. I have a little bit of dish soap on my rag. Now I'm just wiping with a wet cloth just to get any residue that might be left over from when I wiped with the soap. Both of the methods worked really, really well. The vinegar worked fantastic if you have that on hand at home, but you can also use the Nespresso pod, especially if you find that your machine's kind of acting up and being finicky for you. It gets right into the chamber and cleans all of those sensors and everything. Nespresso actually suggests that you clean your machine once every 3 months or once every 300 coffees, whichever one comes first. Thanks for watching. Remember, your stuff isn't wrecked, just clean it.